They will use one word like, this one is lagidi, this boy is stubborn. So this boy, anybody that is stubborn, they will enroll into mechanics. Look, my child, for the fact that I sent you to go and learn work does not mean I did not love you. But the fact that I have money does not mean you are going to have this money.
So can you say that again? I think that needs to really sink.
Every parent should come to a round table and tell the child that for the fact that I have this money, money is not being transferred.
Wealth is not transmissible.
No.
Wow, that's a very strong point.
Wealth is not transferred. That is why you say parents that have names yesterday, today, they don't have names. It's not as if they willed all the property to the first child. Yes, they will it to all of them. But how many of them sustain it? Sustainability is key. Is very essential.
Alhamdulillah, this is Knowledge for Edge with Abdurrahim. Today we have another interesting episode for you. We're talking about something very interesting. The topic is survival strategy for our modern world. What does it take to survive? What does it take to excel in your respective field, in your area of endeavor? Together with me, I have a guest in the studio today whom we are going to deliberate on this issue, and I hope and pray that this conversation becomes beneficial to each and every one of us. Bi-iznillah. Akhi, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Naam, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Please, I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yeah, actually, my name is Mukhtar Adams.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we are talking about survival strategy for our modern world. It actually takes a whole lot to be able to survive, and in life generally, it's not just about survival. As far as I'm concerned, it's about how much impact you are able to make in our world. It's about that freshness, the new idea, the new concept that you are bringing to the table. It's about the extraness that you are bringing. That is actually what is going to set you apart from every other person. So we can start this conversation on that basis. So no. do you think that our old ways of getting things done, do you still think they are still obtainable in our modern world of today?
Naam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. The topic in general is kind of a little bit elaborate.
Okay.
But I would just want us to pick some points that is going to be useful for me and you and our audience in general.
So let's look at career path.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking about the career path, actually, it's just like bringing a comparison between the olden days method of doing things and the new modern technologies of doing things.
No.
For me to talk better of this topic, I would like to use myself as a case study.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Because if I want to use myself as a case study, that will give me that will make me to talk deep. The way I want.
Okay.
Now, trying to talk about the old ways we do things and the new ways things are being done. Using myself as a case study, I happen to be I was once a technician, like now a technologist, and about to become a bona fide registered engineer.
Allahu Akbar.
Inshallah.
That is a high level of migration and progress.
Yes. Actually, there is this thing I want you to understand. Like, people generally believe that the way and manner they learn thing, it should be a continual process.
Okay.
But like, why I'm using myself as a case study now is, like me, I learned mechanic. So there is this common scenario, people will say roadside mechanic.
Exactly, roadside mechanic.
Yes, roadside mechanic. But myself, because of that word is irritating to my earring.
I think I agree. I can relate with that 100%. Yes.
Like when you said roadside mechanic. So, but because of the privilege and where I was being brought up, you know, there is this common thing Yoruba does, like an average 85% of Yorubas, immediately their child, if they have a child, especially if he's a guy, coming up, immediately they are planning of enrolling such child to school. At the same time, they are thinking of deciding his future for him. Like, this boy, they will use one word like, this one is lagidi, this boy is stubborn. So this boy, anybody that is stubborn, they will enroll into mechanic.
Or maybe to the military,
like,
should go and do it.
like mechanic, like anything like have to do with craft.
Something that requires physical strength.
Yeah, something that
is dreaming. So if you know you have all the energy, go and exert the energy in this area.
Yes, they will say immediately they see that this guy is stubborn, is agile.
Yes.
The best place they can feel it, they will try to enroll him. Probably maybe he has a brother that is maybe doing electrician work, doing mechanic, or
so go and join him.
They will just tell the brother that every morning you go with this boy. From there, they have decided his career. But the same way, if you started learning this thing, it's, learning of things is in two ways.
Okay.
It's either you acquire knowledge personally or you acquire knowledge professionally. Yeah. So if you acquire knowledge personally, this is the method I'm saying. Like, go to a place where they are doing it, you look how they do it, tomorrow you can do it.
No.
But that same thing, you can learn it professionally.
Like in a formal setting, maybe a school or a training institute.
Like what I'm saying, like me, I was opportune to learn that work, like through the roadside mechanic, they said.
Okay.
But as time goes on, I enrolled to Government Technical College. As time goes on, I went for my diploma. In the same, when I was in Government Technical College, we call it up, we said motor vehicle mechanic.
Okay.
MVN. M motor VN. Like motor vehicle mechanic. When I finished my Government Technical College, I enrolled back to ND, which is, we are not talking about my ND now to study mechanical.
Okay.
After then, I still go to study mechanical at my HND level. So what am I trying to say now is, it is no longer the usual way engineering work is being done.
Okay.
Because of the modern technology. You cannot say the way they taught you that job, that's the same way you want to do it. No. That is why for every youth today, you must have three important things.
Okay.
Number one, you must have confidence in the skills you believe in.
Very important. Confidence is key in anything we do in life.
That confidence, like, I can do it. There is nothing you cannot learn.
It's true.
It is now no longer the same way people think that you must not go to school before you do it. And it is no longer the same way that people have this 95% assurance that immediately I go to school, I become successful.
Exactly. No. You start making all the money and then all your dreams in life come true.
How many people graduated and how many people secure employment? So you cannot, it is now time for you to know that we have to diversify.
It's true.
So what am I trying to say in essence here is, any skills, we started it like hobby. For you to have skill, it has to be a hobby. Like, okay, I love doing this. So how did I intend to learn it? Is it personal? Is it professional? Even if you learn it personal, you have to professionalize it for it to have relevancy in the society.
Okay.
So it is now no longer the same way that we believe that, okay, as long as I go to school, I graduated, I will get a white collar job. No. So it is time for you to know that you needed to learn a particular skills. And that skills you learn, you have to make that skills professional.
Absolutely.
How did you intend to make it professional? Number one is going to learn that skills. One, after learning it, be always available for research.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Knowledge for Edge. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube.